Earlier today, officials said they had begun discussing the action plan development process with key players and said those discussions may be expanded later to include women's groups or youth groups. Do I understand correctly that NWAC oftentimes feels like an afterthought?
Yeah, it is a constant struggle. The reality is that Indigenous women face colonization and issues in a different way than uh, Indigenous men do, often because of the intersection of gender and race. And this increased vulnerability means that the rights of Indigenous women to equally participate in decision making and consultations is particularly important because when we are left um, without a seat at the table, the issues that are particularly important to Indigenous women, girls, and gender diverse people are often not raised and therefore aren't addressed. And so, of course, our biggest concern with this bill is the sincerity with which the government will consult with us and include NWAC in these processes.
I think there needs to be some engagement within the action plan and implementation that supports youth voices being at the table. Um, Often in previous consultation and engagement processes, Indigenous communities have a limited ability to bring delegates to these tables, and often bringing a youth is seen as a difficult choice. So providing the space and the resourcing to bring youth along into these processes is something that can benefit.
So often than not, Indigenous youth tend to be brought to these tables and are not given the proper consultation to be able to engage and make insightful decisions. And so it's really about a matter of creating an accessibility space for folks